Hey y'all, hey. It's your favorite faith coach over here to talk with you. All right, let's get into it. I took off from work today. I woke up and I said, I'm not going to that hellish job. Sure did. I laid there and let me tell you something. When a song drops in my spirit, and I can't sing for nothing, but I woke up for some reason this morning and I was debating. I was like, go to work, don't go to work. And all of a sudden I just heard the song. I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you ninjas. I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth. So I said, I'm going to live my best life. And I'm going to lay in this bed until about this time. Well, I got up and took my shower. I went to the doctor the other day. I found me a new specialist, a rheumatologist. Rheumatologists, they treat lupus. I have lupus, and it has been affecting my... So lupus, if you don't know, it's an autoimmune disease. And it's when your body attacks itself. So lately it's been affecting parts of me that normally I'd never had like problems with. To sum it up and to not make the video too long, and I'm not saying this for empathy or anything like that, but that's what I decided to do today. I told a young lady the other day when I went to the doctor, after I saw the doctor, and this doctor came highly recommended, and I was telling her about the last specialist I went to, his poor bedside manner. Y'all pardon that, but it's a sensor off in my car. So I found a new so-called specialist about 2 years ago, and he did some blood work, and he was like, your numbers are really low. So I'm like, but why do I feel bad? I feel bad. And he was like, look, I'm gonna take you out of work for 4 weeks. He said, but after that, get yourself together. So what I have been doing, he said, get yourself together. So what I have been doing lately is just allowing my primary care physician to treat me, but she can't. That's not her specialty. And so she said to me the last visit I had with her, she was like, Tawana, you have to go see a specialist. And I'm telling her, like, I have no hope in them, you know, like that last one that came highly recommended. But I got a good feeling about this new one, this new rheumatologist. So rheumatologists, they treat lupus. I got a good feeling about her. It was just something about her. This lady let me tell her my story. So I have been living with lupus for 15 years. Probably a little more than 15 because my granddaughter is 13. So let's just say 15 years. I don't have a bad memory. I have a good memory. I just can't do chronological timeline. So y'all gonna ride along with me until I go get this blood work. And she ordered, oh my God. So back to the other day when I saw her. She said, you got to go give the blood. So I always tell every, what do you call those people that draw the blood? I forgot what you call them. I always tell them, listen, I'm a hard stick. I've been a hard stick all my life. I said, you got to get the butterfly needle and you got to go in my hand. Nobody has ever gotten blood from me in my arm. Nobody, no doctor. She said, no, I think I got it. She pulls out this, and to me, the needle looked this big, okay? The needle looked like the size of a sword. I was like, oh my God, because I have always had a fear of needles. So I turned my head like I do, and there's this thing when my grandbaby, I was trying to stick an earring in her ear because her hole had been closed. And I said, do you want me to stop? She said no, and she closed her eyes and she does this thing, and I've been doing it ever since. She said, I love cookies, I love candy, I love gamma. I love cookies, I love candy, I love gamma. So whenever I'm like in the doctor's office or something, I've been doing that ever since that baby said that. So I turned my head and I was thinking to myself, I love cookies, I love candy, and I love Rennie. That's her name. I love cookies, I love candy, and I love Rennie. Because I saw how big the needle was. Okay, so she go jigging. She stuck that needle in my arm and she jigging. And I'm telling her, ma'am, you're not going to get it. The first couple of seconds, I know. I said, you're not getting any blood. I said, don't you just have a butterfly? And she said, no, we don't have any. She was like, in fact, just go to our other office down the street. So a part of lupus, you deal with a lot of fatigue. And I know this is like counterproductive because that day I could have just went and pushed myself, but I had no push. I had no push in me to go. So I was gonna go Saturday, but again, I had no push. It causes fatigue. You're tired all the time. This is another reason why I know I have to leave that job eventually. You know, like I said before, I'm just waiting for God to show me what to do, how to do it. You know, I need to be strategic in plotting my exodus because I got this wedding. If I can talk my fiance into let's just elope, and I've been trying to plant the seed in his mind. Let's elope, but he's like, oh no, people know. Because if that's the case, because you know, like I said before, he can handle the bills. If you know, until I get my finances back together or whatever. So I just didn't feel good Saturday, and even today I just couldn't get up. I just could not get up. I couldn't get out the bed. So in my mind, I just timed myself. I said, well, you'll lay here and sleep until 2 something. You'll get up, slick your little ponytail back, and go give the blood. So this way, by the time I get back to the rheumatologist, she'll have the blood results. And she ordered some other tests too, which that's another reason why I feel like good about her. Because she's like, I'm just not going to do 2 or 3. She's doing everything concerning that. Because it's a journey. And I'm not saying this, and I said this a minute ago, like I'm not doing it for sympathy or empathy. I had a different idea for a video today anyway. But for some reason when I got in the car, I said I'm going to let my family come and ride along with me, you know, so I can get this content out. Because if I don't, because the way this lupus is set up and the way it has your body, if I didn't hit record, I would have made an excuse and got back home. I would have got back home and I would have just went back to sleep. So some days, I'm telling you, I can sleep all day. When we have off from work, when I'm off from work for a holiday like Indigenous People Day, aka Christopher Columbus Day, when I'm off from work, I plan to sleep all day, and I do. I sleep all day long. So I am trusting this doctor. I'm trusting God. And let me tell you something. I speak this over myself every day. This sickness is not unto death. I am going to be here for a very long time. My grandbaby, and y'all going to hear me talk about her a lot because she is like the center of my world and my daughter world and all that stuff. So my grandbaby's in the 8th grade. She's getting ready to go to high school. I will be in the car when we drive her to Howard because she's going to Howard and she's pledging Delta. And my Delta, no, I didn't go to college until I was grown. But if I had went as a traditional student, I would have pledged and all that. Somebody said, oh, you know, you can't live her life. I'm going to map it out for her. That's for damn going sure. I'm going to map it out for her because I know the way she should go. She does not. Okay, but I'm not going anywhere. My will to live, my fight to live is strong. I want to be here. I want to see my children get married, and they're grown. So I'm gonna be here to see my children get married. And I keep asking God, show me how I can become successful at something. So I got work to do. I have a lot of work to do, and I have people to see and places to go. This is not going to take me out. This is not, I just do what my body says. When my body says rest, I rest. So I'm going to wrap it up right now. I'm almost here to the place to give blood, to have this test drawn, have the blood drawn for the test. Fingers crossed that they have a butterfly needle, because if not, I'm going to have to make an appointment for another place, and that's going to, you know, I'm going to have to take over work again, which I don't mind, because I'm living my best life when I'm not in there, and I ain't going back and forth with them ninjas. it's a relief. It's sad when you don't go to work how good you feel. You know, it's just like, but I was able to sleep. I slept. My fiance, he gets home in the morning, and you know, once he laid down, I just nestled under him. And I was like, this is gonna make me feel better. And it did. It made me feel better and did. And I just was like relaxing. So, okay, y'all, I'm out. I'm just gonna ride a block away from here, but I'm not gonna hold y'all. Don't want the videos long. I say that all the time. I love y'all. Thanks for letting me vent. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here today. And again, to my new subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. We're gonna have fun on this journey. I'm gonna talk about some other things. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another.